In today's video, man, what a fight. The boxing match between Anthony Joshua and Francis Ngannou defied all expectations.
Oh! God damn! Right, that's it! He's out! Oh! Oh my God!
Francis Ngannou, known for his devastating knockouts, found himself in the exact same knockout that Ngannou himself dealt to his opponents. Now, this knockout sent ripples throughout the boxing world, reminding us why we love this sport. After such a devastating KO, will Ngannou want to continue competing in boxing matches? Well, the aftermath was intense, with medical teams rushing to revive Ngannou amidst the stunned silence of the crowd. So get ready to witness the knockout heard round the world as we delve into the epic clash between two titans of the ring. This is a moment that will be talked about for years to come. But don't blink, because you don't want to miss a single second of the action. Now, before we dive into the video, please take a moment to like and subscribe. We are almost at 70,000 subscribers. And of course, we are immensely grateful. Now, as you may already know, just a few hours ago, Saudi Arabia hosted a high-profile boxing tournament named Knockout Chaos, where in the main event, British star Anthony Joshua fought the formidable Cameroonian Francis Ngannou. This historic showdown wasn't just another fight, though. It was the clash that posed the tantalizing question, could Anthony Joshua succeed where Tyson Fury faltered? Or will the Predator once again shock the world and defeat another boxing titan? Now, as you remember, before Ngannou's bout with Fury, skeptics had written off his boxing ambitions as fleeting. The consensus was clear. Ngannou's debut in boxing against such a boxer as Fury was to be his first and last. Many fans and respected MMA analysts predicted a short, unremarkable stint in the world of boxing for Ngannou. However, despite the loss versus Fury, Ngannou's performance exceeded everyone's expectations, challenging the preconceived narratives about his foray into boxing. The defeat gave him a reputation that he didn't have. I mean, after all, Francis exceeded all expectations. But this was largely facilitated by Fury himself, who didn't really care about preparation and honestly underestimated the power of his opponent. Therefore, as Joshua and Ngannou squared off, the stakes were monumental. For Anthony Joshua, this task was huge, laden with a responsibility far greater than simply adding another victory to his record. He wasn't just fighting for personal glory or to reclaim his position at the pinnacle of the heavyweight division. He was fighting to preserve the honor of boxing itself. Because in the eyes of many, if a former UFC heavyweight champion with relatively no boxing background could step into the ring and then almost dethrone a so-called king of boxing, what could he do with other boxers then? Well, the anticipation leading up to the fight was electric, with millions tuning in to witness whether Joshua would repeat Fury's mistakes or pen a new chapter by bringing the Predator down to earth. So first round began. The British fighter approached the bout with a lot of caution, leveraging his agility and technical boxing prowess, while also employing deceptive maneuvers to unsettle Francis. Ngannou was consistently forced to prioritize his defense, yet he leaned heavily on his power, often leaving himself dangerously exposed. However, as a seasoned boxer, Joshua seized the opportunity, punishing Ngannou for these lapses and sending him to the canvas in the first round. In that critical moment, a look of bewilderment flickered across the formidable Predator's eyes, as he had never encountered such a challenging predicament before. Sensing the opportunity, Joshua intensified his assault in the subsequent round. His right hand, likened to the mythical hammer, decisively floored Ngannou, marking the second knockdown of the fight. Now, before Ngannou could fully recover, Joshua landed the final strike, sealing the fate of the ex-UFC champion's boxing ambitions. After such a devastating knockout, will Ngannou want to continue competing in boxing matches? Well, the aftermath was pretty intense. Medical teams had rushed in to help get Ngannou back awake amidst the stunned silence of the crowd.
I think I was just trying to collect as much as possible to make the count after. I do not stop and start to make a count on what I have done. I was just on my way, climbing up, until get stopped by AJ. Congratulations, by the way. That was a clean one. It sucks, but it's the game. We all know that. It's the game. In fact, I didn't feel the punch. I think that's what the knockout is.
Now, does Anthony Joshua beat Francis Ngannou in an MMA fight? I think he does. Here's the reason why, because it will just be another striking match. Francis and AJ understands his distance, he understands the void, he has better hands than Francis, and he can make Francis even whiff and miss again. Unless Francis is going to change his tactic and go clinch him and wrestle him, but AJ is very athletic, he is smaller, he's more limber. I think he'll be able to stop the shot and be able to give it to Francis Ngannou.
Francis got knocked out, and Francis got knocked out bad. It was shocking, to say the least. It was shocking to see Francis go down like that. Maybe I blindly bought into the idea that he can compete against a guy that has boxed his entire life. But the one thing I will not do is sit here and judge Francis Ngannou for what he did and for taking the chances that he took.
Emerging from humble beginnings, from his impoverished upbringing as a young boy, he transformed into a formidable force, climbing to remarkable heights, ultimately claiming UFC gold. Now, while some consider reaching the UFC pinnacle as the ultimate achievement in a fighter's career, for Francis, it was merely a stepping stone. Unsatisfied with what Dana White's promotion could provide, he sought greater rewards for his bout. Inspired by the lucrative boxing matches of Jake Paul, Ngannou opted to forge his own path, determined to dictate his own terms in the ring. However, there are really no losers in this battle. Ngannou makes a grand return to MMA to square off against Renan Ferreira, pocketing over $20 million for his brief but historic stint in the boxing realm. But the main question still remains: after such a crushing defeat, will Ngannou ever be the same? Meanwhile, Anthony Joshua's triumphant performance not only revitalized his standing, but also set the stage for a potential blockbuster bout. With the combat sports community buzzing, all eyes are now on the possibility of Joshua facing the victor of the highly anticipated clash between Alexander Usyk and Tyson Fury in May. However, if you caught a glimpse of Fury's stunned expression, it became evident that this anticipated battle might never come to fruition.
Fury, when it showed him on camera, it was like, because what it does, it's kind of embarrassing for Tyson Fury. Tyson got dropped, Tyson got pushed to the limit. We know all that, we've been through that. Joshua went out there and did what everybody thought would happen. Joshua went out there and showed what a world-class boxer does to somebody that does mixed martial arts that's having the first ever boxing fight.
So what are your thoughts on this turn of events? I am eager to hear your opinion, so please share your thoughts down in the comments below.
That is all for today. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because it is very important to us. And thank you all in advance.